What it do, Madden family, YouTube family? It's your boy again, Goop the Don, streaming y'all another live episode of Madden 17. Life at the Death Row League again, guys. I'm in week 10 the next week. Came off a big victory Monday night against the Buffalo Bills, but I played Atlanta Falcons, big NFC South matchup, division game. See the tag, a new guy added, Beatrice 7. He sent me the invite, guys. I'm trying to get back on the road. Hopefully I get back in this playoff push. But he sent me the invite, home game, NFC South. Y'all know what time it is.
This is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Panthers are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Falcons, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team. I'm Brandon Godwin and Charlie Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Now it's Ryan.
Nah.
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken right around the 44. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Carolina first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, seems almost effortless.
5 yards yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's the lineup and a big boy in the backfield, Tolbert.
It's real easy to look at him and immediately picture a bowling ball scattering pins. That's exactly what Mike Tolbert does.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On second down, they run with Stewart. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Play clock winding down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety. Kind of
and he is there. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is right through. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Shrubs the tackle.
nice.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time they talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Second down, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
It certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't...
Inside the 35. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Ryan will throw again.
Oh, give me the pick, dog. Damn.
Starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Again, Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third and goal, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend, but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Let's call it the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete.
Okay, that.
As a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely. Defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Sanu with a grab over the middle, and he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, give me the pick, bro.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Greg Hardy there for the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Newton on 1st down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Newton. And this one complete right side to Funches. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Deion Jones fast as fuck. That boy came out of nowhere.
Was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Can't never click on that bill on time. Can't never click on it on time.
Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up.
35, I'll say that all day.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run.
And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. Ryan. And this is one here.
That's not a pick.
It looked like it was was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons get a bit closer. To throw forward is Ryan. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down.
Give me the pick, dude. Oh, my God.
And if they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Here's Ryan to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air.
Hey, Darryl Worley got that damn speed to take it to the house.
Hard to do it.
Madden tried that, boy.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
The last one didn't bother you too much, right?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Ryan.
Oh!
But it's incomplete.
Boy, I'm about to. Boy, if I was in better position, boy.
Safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the ring.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together...
What the fuck was that, Cam? Come on, dog.
Mini camps, first damn camp.
First incompletion of the day is a simple overthrow. Come on, bro.
So many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton. And he comes back with 1 complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. The play clock's running down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Off to Stewart, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 is a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line that can move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, Big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he'll find his man on the outside. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they start throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to run.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well.
Oh, that's a clean-ass pick, bro.
Remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Stiff-armed him. And now look at this. Big game, but a
Oh, my goodness, bro. You want to keep stiffing the hit, I'm going to put that stick on that ass.
And finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Ryan, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown.
I don't know what that was.
Big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally throw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you.
Ah, damn it.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Good game, bro.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
So there you have it, Madden fam, YouTube fam. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream on Madden 17. Good game to my opponent, the Atlanta Falcons in the Life After Death Row League. See the tag on top, guys, top right, Beatrice 7. Basically, guys, it was like again, guys, I was able to dominate the game. Was able to maintain, control the pace throughout the game. Defense forced a lot of turnovers. Cam only had 1 incompletion the whole entire game. Running game, running wise, guys, I was able to run the ball effectively, just like mix it up with John Stewart and the rookie I had back there. I really didn't play Cameron all this pain, but other than that, guys, it was a dominating win. It was a crucial win I had to get in the division NFC South just to keep pace behind the Tampa Bay Bucks, because I beat them early this year, so I have that tiebreaker at least. But I improved to 6-3, guys. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out here, y'all. Peace. Next time, guys.